Alright guys, we're back with a bang of a video, and today we're checking out some new fish fingers that I picked up in Aldi. This box set me back £2.69. They do claim to be new. Chunky breaded jumbo fish fingers made with 100% fish fillets, skinless and boneless Alaska pollock fillet pieces, coated in crispy golden breadcrumbs. That blurb is a little weird to me. Firstly, it's disappointing that they're using Alaska pollock as opposed to either cod or haddock would have been nice. But the weird thing is they're using fillet pieces instead of chopped and reformed, which is something, it's like, why make fancy fish fingers with a cheap fish? I don't know. Let's get a closer look at the box. It does say suitable for air frying, claims to be new. There is the serving suggestion. Looking at the traffic light system, it's 223 calories for a serving, and a serving is 2 fish fingers. We have 2 ambers, 2 greens, making it one of the healthier things we've had on this channel. The other end of the box is just a portrait view of the same thing. All the information we want is on top here. So the cooking instructions, fairly simple. In the oven, fan 217 minutes. They don't give any details for air fryers though. Ingredients, we're looking at 60% Alaska pollock and then whatever makes up the coating. And there's the full nutritional information for the folks that want it. It's yeah, a bit weird. I don't understand why you have fillet pieces but you're using cheap fish. It'll be interesting to see what these are like, but let's get the box open and see what we get. Not the most graceful unboxing ever. But this is them. Decent sized fish finger, to be fair. It is chunky, as they say. Right, I'm going to bang these in the air fryer and I'll get back to you when we're ready for some eating. Right folks, here are our fish fingers fresh out the air fryer. Let me give you a closer look at what we got. Here are 3 of them. Admittedly, you can see it's kind of coming apart there. The bottom, they're a bit mushy to the touch. The top here is crisped up nicely, but everything below that crispy top is a bit mushy texture wise. 3 of them fit perfectly onto a slice of bread. We've got a nice fresh white bread. On the top we've got a thick layer of butter, then some mayonnaise, then we have our fish fingers, and underneath the fish fingers, I can't quite lift it up, you have a layer of Mrs. Ball's chutney, and then another thick layer of butter on the bottom slice of bread. And then, because Alaska pollock needs a bit of help typically with flavor, we've got some Nando's tomato sauce here, mild peri-peri tomato sauce. Yeah, so they look nice, but when you pick them up, they're very, I don't know if it's visible here, but the bottom is like mush compared to the nice crispy top. They don't have much structural integrity, but it does look like a fillet of fish, as they say it is, a piece of fillet, as opposed to chopped and reformed. But let's see what this tastes like. So the bottom has gone quite mushy in the air fryer. Could probably fix that by just flipping them halfway through the cooking, to be fair. So that's probably my fault. The pollock on the inside is, I mean, it's neutral. Yeah, in terms of flavor, I don't know how else you describe the flavor of pollock. It's just a neutral fish. The breading, the top part of it does have a satisfying bit of a crunch to it. But flavor-wise, it's just plain breading. So the fish fingers definitely do need some help. Let's see how they hit with the peri tomato sauce. That works well. That is quite a nice level up. Here's another one. It's even visibly noticeable. Like that side's dry and crispy, this side's moist and soggy. Again, a nice looking piece of fish in there. Just not much flavor to it. This Nando's tomato sauce is good though. It's just what it needed. It is very nice with the tomato sauce. So I'm not too surprised that they needed a little help on the flavor department. I was kind of expecting that from pollock. Satisfying crunch on the breading, but not much flavor. It's just a plain breading. That is an odd one. Let's see how it hits in its butty form. That looks quite inviting. I do like the combination of mayonnaise and Mrs. Ball's chutney. Oh. That bread is super fresh. That is a killer loaf of bread. It's just the Tesco toasty bread. Combination of mayonnaise and chutney adds a nice sweetness to it that I've kind of been craving for a bit. But again, there's no the other ingredients are carrying this, making it nice. The fish fingers themselves, they're providing a little bit of texture. There's a little bit of crunch to the breading when you bite into the sandwich. But apart from that, it's the flavor is just very neutral, is the only way I can describe it. But it gives you something meaty to have with your mayonnaise and chutney in this case. This tastes brilliant, but all the enjoyment is coming from the other ingredients, not so much the fish fingers. Yeah, a bit of a strange one. I'm really enjoying my fish finger butty, but not because of the fish fingers as such. I'm really enjoying the white bread, to be fair. So I don't really know how to rate these. The coating is nice, and that's about all, right? The fish inside there, it's nice that they used a piece of fish instead of chopped up and mushed back together fish. The breading is nice, but it lacks any sort of flair in terms of flavor. Very neutral on the flavors. So I'm going to go down the middle on this one and give it a 3-star experience. It has made a brilliant fish finger butty. But the real enjoyment out of that is coming from the other ingredients. It would be nice if it just had more of a fish flavor, I guess is the only way I know how to say that. Yeah, pollock's not the best choice in my opinion. I guess there might be people out there that enjoy it. I don't think I'd get them again, to be fair. I'd rather stick to the I usually get the chunky bird's eye ones that are battered. I guess if they've got a battered version of these, that would also be a bit of a level up over what it is now. But yeah, I wouldn't get these again. I'd stick with my regular ones, to be fair. They haven't wowed me in any way. If they were cod or haddock, I'd probably love them. But it is what it is. Right, with that said, as usual, I'm just over talking it, so I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.